Dagsnytt klokken 12.
Now, some very, very sketchy details reaching us here at Sky Centre. Important enough to bring to you, though, at this early stage. We believe that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center in New York. That happened within the last few moments. No details at this stage as to what sort of plane it is. It could well be a large plane. We are hearing reports of a 737 not yet confirmed yet, although it is a jet. More as we have it. One eyewitness who was close to the scene when the accident happened, he said that a plane, he described it as a small plane, hit the top of one of those towers. 107 floors high they are.
It was a small commuter
You're just joining us here at Sky Centre. You can see these pictures live from our colleagues in New York. A plane has hit the side of one of the twin towers at the World Trade Center in New York. It happened on a clear day. I believe from our colleagues that many hundreds of people will already have been inside that building. It's just on the tip of the financial district of New York, the very tip of Manhattan.
Ja, god mandag. Det jo ingen hvilken som helst mandag. Det mandag 11. september. Det 16 år siden muslimene trappte opp krigen mot hele den vestlige verden. Dere vet jo, ifra han med sløyfa, at det en krig som har pågått i 1400 år. I 2001, på denne datoen, trappte muslimene det opp, sånn som Sky meldte om her helt i begynnelsen. Det var de aller første meldingene. Noen år senere angrep muslimene togsystemet i Madrid. Det var en veldig alvorlig aksjon. Mange drepte. Og så, i den senere tid, så startet de jo direkte, da gikk de direkte på ytringsfriheten. Da angrep de en avisredaksjon i Paris. De drepte ansatte og redaktøren på Charlie Hebdo. Så at Norge har klart å få 11. september, som liksom en dag som vi skulle minnes katastrofen i USA, til en valgdag, det synes jeg rett og slett umoralsk. Jeg har hørt på nyhetene på NRK-trollet nå, og de har faktisk ikke nevnt 16-årsjubileet med et eneste ord. De snakker bare om Støre. Og i Politisk kvarter i dag så fikk Kolberg virkelig lov å agitere for Arbeiderpartiets syke politikk. De vil jo fjerne hele ytringsfriheten av Arbeiderpartiet. Det kjenner vi til. Når det gjelder muslimer, så må jeg jo si, jeg tror ikke de fleste har lest Koranen, eller satt seg inn i dette her, at de har gått i moskeen. De vel sånn som de fleste såkalt kristne agnostikere. De vet ikke hva det går ut på. Men det ikke de fredelige menneskene som bestemmer hva som skal skje i verden. Det faktisk ekstremistene.
There are 1.2 billion Muslims in the world today. Of course not all of them are radicals. The majority of them are peaceful people. The radicals are estimated to be between 15 to 25% according to all intelligence services around the world. That leaves 75% of them peaceful people. But when you look at 15 to 25% of the world Muslim population, you're looking at 180 million to 300 million people dedicated to the destruction of Western civilization. That is as big of the United States. So why should we worry about the radicals, 15 to 25%? Because it is the radicals that kill. Because it is the radicals that behead and massacre. When you look throughout history, when you look at all the lessons of history, most Germans were peaceful. Yet the Nazis drove the agenda. And as a result, 60 million people died. Almost 14 million in concentration camps. 6 million were Jews. The peaceful majority were irrelevant. When you look at Russia, most Russians were peaceful as well. Yet the Russians were able to kill 20 million people. The peaceful majority were irrelevant. When you look at China, for example, most Chinese were peaceful as well. Yet the Chinese were able to kill 70 million people. The peaceful majority were irrelevant. When you look at Japan prior to World War II, most Japanese were peaceful as well. Yet Japan was able to butcher its way across Southeast Asia, killing 12 million people, mostly killed with bayonets and shovels. The peaceful majority were irrelevant. On September 11th in the United States, we had 2.3 million Arab Muslims living in the United States. It took 19 hijackers, 19 radicals to bring America down to its knees, destroy the World Trade Center, attack the Pentagon, and kill almost 3,000 Americans that day. The peaceful majority were irrelevant.
I just heard a loud boom.
I saw it actually.
You did? Was it a plane? That's what I was thinking. It was a terrorist attack. Bob said he heard it sounded like a rocket.
I heard a plane, it seemed like a plane went over.
Yeah?
And then I had the boom and I looked up and there was the thing exploding from the outside. Exploding to the outside, it looked like a...
Your mom said there was a plane driving over, flying over, and
the
then...
noise of a plane.
Oh, she heard the noise of a plane, and then a boom.
And then it was like a bomb that dropped, and all the building from the inside went out like there was an explosion from the inside going out.
Oh my God. I hope there was nobody at work. I hope there was no one there. That's what I'm thinking before 9.
What building is it, the building?
It's the World Trade Center.
Oh, it is? Okay,
Oh, I see fire engines. They're coming. Yeah, big one. What? My hand's shaking. I am. I'm trying to see if there's people up there.
This thing's slowing down.
I don't see people. It's just an incredible amount of smoke.
I thought the plane had crashed into there.
It is spreading. There's only one fire truck right now. They're gonna have to get planes and drop water onto it. 'Cause it's so high up. Oh, really? You heard someone talking to you, said it's a plane? Oh my God, Lily's going to daycare there. Hold on, there's call waiting. Hello? Hi. Oh my God. Do you see this? Oh, so they've got it on TV. Oh my God, I have it on. Oh, me too. I thought it was as well. This build. Oh, you're right.
what they said?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God, what's happening? Really? I think it's all about the World Trade Center. Oh my God!
It was like a military plane.
It was a military plane. People are running away. Oh my God, we just saw it happen. Where's Bob? Oh my God. Oh. Babe, are you there?
We're okay, we're okay. They're just attacking the World Trade Center.
Yeah, they're attacking the World Trade Center, not us.
Where did it come in from?
From the south.
From the south?
Yeah.
The same building it went into?
Yeah.
Right there, it looked like it was going to come, and then it just flew so low between the...
It was a huge plane.
Where did it fly into?
Babe, they're going to show it to you on here.
Up on the back.
I don't understand why they don't get like jet planes. building's collapsing. Oh. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. No, I think it was the building just collapsed. Yeah.
Oh my God! Are we okay?
I think we're okay.
Oh my God! All these people! Oh my God! Look at they had children playing outside. That was silly.
Do you turn back on the news now? Oh, did the power go off? Did we lose power? Yeah, we lost power.
Moving people out.
You won't be able to call it on the phone.
You can try. It's working?
Is it working?
Yeah.
International flights going into the United States or into Canada, into the United States, international flights headed for the United States, I think, and to Canada now, the airports there. I guess, a little more than that. This is a live picture of the scene now. The F-2s on the ground, they've been trying to take back and show you the situation on the ground. As you can imagine, literally thousands of police, fire, rescue officials that converge on the scene. There are, don't know how many injured to be tended to be taken to hospitals, and continue to check columns of smoke coming off of the front tower and then a bit from the back. As you see, again, the crews working their way towards the tower itself. It was 1993 that I suspect many of these same firefighters converged on these very same towers after the bombing with the garage. Helping with this, I'm pretty sure it was in the garage when a ladder truck came in and blew up in the garage. I'm not sure it was a ladder truck, but the truck came in.
People are jumping? No, they're...
Oh my God!
Oh my... Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God, I told you! Oh my God, all these people! Oh my God, oh my God! Oh my God.
Oh, it's awful.
Oh baby, hold Lily. Oh my God.
Come on, let's go to the other room.
Is this dangerous?
I think it's just smoke.
There's no danger of other buildings.
Is the air conditioner turned off in the room? And the windows closed in the
People were
bedroom?
near the area are in an absolute frenzy situation. The entire top of the building just collapsed.
The entire building just collapsed.
Building just collapsed.
We're going to leave because the smoke is coming right at us.
Obviously, this is a devastating
They're gone. They're gone. The World Trade Center is no more.
We do not know at this point the extent of injuries or casualties, how many people were in these buildings trying to get out. We've seen some gut-wrenching.
Oh, people are running away. They're running away.
People hanging out of windows.
What are they going to do? You guys got to run away.
You see the obvious.
Look at the plume.
All right, let's go to ABC News right now.
I think it's going to be blown away from us.
Something might come in the window.
No, it's the windows being blown away.
Horrific, incredible, not to be believed. Tuesday morning, you were looking at live pictures of the World Trade Center where just a few minutes ago, within the last minute actually, the second Twin Tower collapsed. Just to recap, if you're just joining us, around 8:42 Eastern Time this morning here in New York City, a plane crashed into the right Twin Tower of the World Trade Center, about 2/3 of the way up the building, leaving a huge gaping hole, a huge fire, and tons of billowing smoke. About 25 minutes later, a second jet, believed to be a 727 or a 737, then crashed in the second twin.
All these people running away.
Brigitte, this happens every day, right, in the Middle East? You think to yourself, how lucky we are. We've never had this horrible thing
So
happen
true.
before.
You're right.
And just imagine living. Masaki went through all of this during the war. All his house was, bombed. And
Oh, really? Oh, really? You know, this is the documentarian in me that feels like I need to record this.
You have to do that, Brigitte. Just think.
Oh, look at like all the ashes. It looks like it's snowing. There's people getting onto the west side now, onto the walkway.
Yes, darling. I don't know what you mentioned. They're just completely oblivious to it, darling, can't you?
It's just all smoke. Out of the World Trade Center building.
I'm just thinking
People.
of the body parts. That's what I'm thinking to myself.
Oh, God.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Oh, my God.
I'm just so sad.
I know.
Yeah. I'm just thinking there for the next week.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, thank you, God. But I'm just saying, as soon as you thank God, you realize that other people are just so absolutely devastated. So I said, forget it. Later on I might try and go to hospitals and see if there's anything I can do to help. And everything's,
I have a feeling that the only thing is that it's just going to be so hard to move around. I think you're just
Well, I'll
best.
just take, if there's anywhere I can walk to that they have a hospital. So
But even walking around, I mean, it's just a disaster. It's like a no man's land out there.
well, I'm not going to do anything that's, that adds to the misery. So I'm glad you got home earlier.
Yeah.
Brigitte.
God. Oh, my God.
So you see On the Beach, did you see that movie?
No. What was it?
The nuclear war.
Oh, God, I'm glad I didn't. It's just smoke.
We felt the whole ground, the whole building shook.
In fact, our cameraman even put one of the captains in his car and drove him down to a command post. The people that you see here are pretty much all emergency workers. Many of them that I've seen in the last 2 to 3 minutes, quite frankly, are coming out of here, and remember this, these are professionals. They're coming out of there looking literally stunned, in shock, many of them, struggling for breath, obviously in serious distress. Breathing problems are the biggest problem for those who manage to make it safely out of
Oh my God, there's no more World Trade Centers.
You can't see much more than a block south of me right now. And the World Trade Center probably stands about 10 blocks south of where I am at this moment. And as you can see now, the dust is beginning to pick up here. It really depends on which way the wind blows as to whether or not we get heavy dust or not. But at this point,
With all the ground, with all the ash.
Yep.
Nisser og dverge bygger i berget. Gamle må Norge nesten kaputt. Momser og fjomser, sløser og slumser. Nå må det pinadø snart være slutt. Tinget skal beve under min neve. Folk skal få leve precis som de vil. Danse og drikke, skåle og hykke. Korvald kan sitte med surmelk og sild. Ingen skal lenger frarøves penger. Skatter og moms skal vi snart få forbudt. Polet skal stenges, kemner skal henges, og fjose skal sprenges i luft med krutt. Byer og bygder svømmer i trygder. Avler du barn, får du nesten pokal. Sofaer og senger knirker inn penger. Det går ikke lenger. Begynn med spiral. Dovre skal veltes. Isen skal smeltes. Gamle mor Norge skal få litt humør. Dagen skal komme, da det skal flomme. Honning og manna og eggelikør.
Ja, riktig god morgen. Ja, som dere ser så det noen som driver med ballongflyging her i Mérida. Det faktisk ganske vanlig. De gjør det stort sett hver eneste lørdag. Pluss en del andre dager etter hvert så de får bestillinger på folk som har lyst på sånne turer. Og så har de da prøvd å få med meg opp med kamera. Jeg må bare si, jeg tør ikke. Jeg tør ikke. Det er også en som heter Louis, som driver denne med småflyklubben, sånn mikroflyklubben. Og han også har invitert meg opp. Jeg må bare si, jeg tør ikke. Nei, skal du ta Merida fra luften, så bruk droner, så ikke menneskeliv går tapt. I dag er det valg i Norge. Jeg skal jo se valgsendingen. Jeg er virkelig nervøs for det som skal skje i Norge i dag. Det kommer langtidsvarsel og så varsel i Stavanger. Dette kan gå virkelig gale for Norge. De rød-grønne, eller mørkegrønne, eller MDG kan få noe å si. Dette er gale, altså. For en galen dag.
Stavanger, the most beautiful city.
Jeg så nettopp en oversikt over hvem som tjente på det. Hvis det var dårlig vær, sosialister eller høyresiden. Og det er helt klart at det er sosialistene som strømmer av gårde til valgurnene når det er dårlig vær. Så vær så snill, alle som kunne tenkt seg å stemt Høyre eller Fremskrittspartiet, gå og stem uansett hvor drittvær det er i Stavanger i dag. Vi vil ikke ha noe sosialistisk flertall med. Så de vil jo fjerne ytringsfriheten. Så her er temperaturene under valget. Så skal dere se på nedbøret under valget også. Og ikke sant, altså i alle disse her områdene som er dekket nå av det blå, må dere blå gå og stemme, for ellers så blir det sosialistisk flertall. Da mister vi ytringsfriheten i Norge. De er jo bare interessert i å sleike muslimer oppover ryggen, sånn som Sylvi Listhaug sa. Trekningen er i kveld. Det er ganske alvorlig dette her. Været i Stavanger er jo ikke noe å skryte av, som dere ser da. Dette stortingsvalget her, altså, det kan gå skikkelig gale med Norge. Tenk hvis MDG kommer inn med flere representanter. Eller Vedum. Det er jo helt på trynet. Og Venstre. De vil ikke Norge noe godt. Ja, riktig god lørdag. Det er siste muligheten til å spise grillet kylling på El Noahs ark i Medellin. De aller fleste chiringuitoene, de har jo rigget ned. Så dere ser, de er ikke her lenger. Den gamle Kylix ligger jo der da fremdeles. Så det er jo alltid mulig å få seg litt mat og drikke hele året. Og i dag er den dagen hvor de begynner demonteringen her på El Noah. De begynner sent i kveld å demontere. Og da er det lenge å vente til neste gang, altså. Det er nå en del biler og litt aktivitet her da. Så det er tydelig at en del har lyst til å få med seg den siste kyllingen.
Nå er det like før vi får servert årets siste kylling. Det skal bli godt, men det er jo litt vemodig. For vi får ikke smakt denne delikatessen igjen før tidligst 1. mai 2018. Det er nok så lenge til. Det var mye grillet kylling å få fatt i, men det er ingen som klarer å gjøre den like god som her på Noahs ark. Nå er den øyeblikksservert.
Ja. Mamma.
Skulle hatt et par tallerkener, kanskje.
Muchas veces no hay ni huecos de la
Ja, da var årets siste grillet kylling spist av oss her på Noahs ark. Forferdelig vindstøy, jeg håper det går ned og jeg ser likevel. Vi kommer nok til å dra tilbake igjen til denne byen før 1. mai, for det er en veldig kjekk by. Hvis du ikke har besøkt dette slottet, Castillo de Medellín, så er det definitivt verdt turen. Der ligger en hel YouTube-video jeg har lagt om det, hvor Dag Arild er med. Så å gå opp der, det er verdt turen. Kan bare anbefales. Da får dere ha en riktig god lørdag, alle sammen. Ja, så var det slutt for i år. Her pakkes det ned. Nå er det ingenting her før 1. mai neste år. Vi får slutte med litt lystigere musikk, synes jeg.